I like to start with a quote, that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. And we are at this time. There is a craving in people's mind to look for something actually is more than just making money the old way. But despite all of these great initiatives, it is still the old order that remains. It is still the people and the environment that is in service of the economy, and the economy that is in service of finance, and finance is still in service of itself. 50 years ago, financial capital was scarce, but natural capital was overly abundant. So at that time, as economics is nothing more or nothing less than the management of scarcities, it makes perfect sense to have a financial capitalistic system, because it was all about addressing scarcities that existed at that time. Today, 50 years later, financial capital is overly abundant to the extent we have negative interest rates in some countries, but other forms of capital have become scarce, and yet we are still operating on a model that creates in excess something which already in excess in the system without addressing the scarcity in the system. So you don't need to be an ideologist, or you don't need to have a PhD in economics to understand that something is wrong. So fundamentally, the shift has to focus on new scarcities, and new scarcities are no longer money. Companies, especially multinational companies, which have benefited a lot from the financial capitalist system, have become actually the main actors, the major players of globalization. The issue is that with this growth and influence, leaders of business, which actually are trained in business schools, are ill-equipped to handle the complexities that their new size and new influence confer on them. Any business is actually not working in isolation of the others. Actually, you can't be mutual on your own, right? You need others. But the important thing is that the stakeholders are connected to your purpose and how much resources they can bring to your ecosystem. If finance is an important ingredient to any business venture, it's not the only one. The problem is that actually they are the only one we effectively manage. It's all about incentive in the end. It's all about aligning the organization, behavior, culture with your purpose and your practice. And after 10 years of research, we have developed this amazing insight that actually every time we invest according to these principles, not only, of course, your business becomes more responsible, but also it becomes more performant. And we have numerous case studies through the work we've done with Oxford and Colin that shows actually that doing good and doing well go together. And it is by great delight that after 12 years of research, of tears and blood, to some extent, we are now in a position to share the beginning of a new management theory, which is not only is going to stay at the management level, but is going to hopefully also influence the macroeconomic level and to complete the journey.